Okay, now as a channel that has made many videos since it started posting, as I am currently doing 3 a day, as they are taken straight from my TikTok, apart from the odd few like this where I film them and talk over them like I'm doing now. You tend to get a lot of comments, and obviously not all of them are positive. Now I know I have a small bunch of people that comment positive things on every single one of my videos without fail, and if you're watching this now, which I'm sure you are, I want to say thanks because it helps me out a lot. But this video is about responding to some of the more negative ones, which appear to be on my more opinion-based videos, such as my ultimate Star Wars rankings. So I'm going to be getting up them on the screen and then talking about the comment that I made that they're responding to and my response to their comment, just to see if I can sway their opinion or just show my point of view a bit better. So without further ado, here we go. I am not a true Star Wars fan because I dislike Episode 1 and Episode 2. I must be a sequel fan. So for starters, any person that enjoys any part of Star Wars, if they want to, they can class themselves as a fan, and a true one at that. There is not a definition of a true fan or not. Your knowledge or your opinions do not decide whether you are a true fan of something or not. Secondly, I do not dislike Episode 1 or 2. I have said before that if the prequels were made when the sequels were, with the better technology, etc., they would be 10 times the movies the sequels were, in my opinion. However, he must be an Episode 7 to 9 fan. Yeah, I do actually like the sequels, but I do not dislike Attack of the Clones or The Phantom Menace. I think the prequels have a better storyline than the sequels, but due to the time that the sequels were made in, they have a lot better cinematography, and just overall, they were put together better. However, I do also like the storyline of the sequels too. They just have more other things, such as the cinematography, going for them, so when I do my rankings, they can be placed higher because of this. But yeah, that is one comment done. How is Rebels ahead of Revenge of the Sith? That is just wrong. We'll call it wrong. We'll stay family friendly. Right, well, that's your opinion. That's completely fair. Revenge of the Sith is a great film, but the reason Rebels is ahead is because Revenge of the Sith is just a film. Rebels has 4 seasons of content, so there's just more to like, simply. Everything you like about Revenge of the Sith, there's simply more of, because it's a series rather than a movie. Revenge of the Sith is one of my highest ranking movies because of how good of a movie it is, but I prefer Rebels because there is more of it, and Rebels is just great in my opinion. Okay, comment number 3. No, your rankings are wrong. Well, my rankings are an opinion, which are subjective, not objective, so they can't be wrong, but it's okay if you disagree. I know most people do. You meant Attack of the Clones for number 2. Now, that is actually quite an unpopular opinion from yourself there. Not many people have Attack of the Clones at number 2. I have said before that Attack of the Clones has one of the best potential out of any movie, like the story and what goes on within that film, if it were put together better, could be the best Star Wars film. I've said that before. Like, there's so many great moments, like the Geonosis Arena, the chasing of Sam Whistle, etc., etc., but the way it's put together isn't good enough for it to be number 2, in my opinion. You out of your mind, Obi-Wan, hands down. Now, this is Ahsoka in her prime, by the way, versus Obi-Wan. As much as you may think Obi-Wan can win, that's your opinion, that's fair, it wouldn't be hands down, come on. This is the same video that they've commented on, and also Obi-Wan still doesn't win hands down, just like I said. Why would I touch on Legends when I only speak about canon? I don't see the point in talking about Legends unless you're specifically talking about a Legends only topic. When I'm talking about who would win in a fight, I would obviously only talk about canon. And I've made an explanation video, which this was actually commented on, of why I think Ahsoka wins. I think I made some pretty good points, and if you disagree with me after that, that's fair. But surely you can understand that he wouldn't win hands down after watching that video. Like, the feats she has are very impressive for her age, and obviously she'd get better with age. Okay, here we go. The Thing isn't a Skywalker. Well, Rey is a Skywalker. She said it herself. Luke told her to take the name in the Rise of Skywalker novelization. And yeah, it's a canon fact. she isn't a Palpatine because he died in episode 6. Episode 8 and 9 aren't canon. Okay, so episode 7 is. Okay, nice. Well, actually, he didn't die in episode 6 because he transferred his essence or presence into one of the Strandcasts on Exegol. So, yeah, he didn't die. And episode 8 and 9 are canon. But if you dislike them, that's fair. But you've got to acknowledge that they're canon at least. Okay, now this one is an interesting one. Rey is not even a Skywalker. She would lose to Kit Fisto. Now, I agree that she would lose to Kit Fisto. He is one of the best duelists in the prequel era. I even said Barriss Offee would beat Rey in a lightsaber duel. But, like I just spoke on, she is a Skywalker. But yes, Kit Fisto would 100% beat Rey. He is more trained. He's probably more powerful, not in terms of potential, but because of his training, his power level that he reached would have been higher than what we've seen of Rey. So yeah, he definitely beats her in a fight. But Rey at full potential, after being trained a little bit by herself, going and doing what Luke did after Return of the Jedi, and then maybe with Luke and Leia as their Force ghosts, I think she would be more powerful and would beat Kit Fisto if Rey, at her full potential, somehow fought Kit Fisto, even though he's dead. Okay, that is going to be all. I only picked out a few comments that I thought would be good to respond to and share my thoughts on. If you're wondering why the Hulk is on screen, it is because I'm going to say, if you are interested in the MCU, I made a video on the future of the Hulk in the MCU. You can scroll down a bit on my page, you'll probably find it. If you want to give that a watch, that'd be great. Thank you for 850 subs. I'm pushing for 1,000, and yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe in a bit.